Hey guys, today we bring you another new product. This product will work with your Newport series of motors, so your NK180 Pro, your NK300. It will also, with a variation, it will work with your Torqeedo series of motors. So your Torqeedo Ultralight 403, your Torqeedo Ultralight 1103, and your Torqeedo Travel Ultralight. So without further ado, we'll get into it. Alright, so this video will be a little different than what we normally do. We normally do like an overview video of the product plus an install portion of that video as well. This product, I don't believe it needs an install video. It's very simple. We're talking about the lift arm. Specifically, we've came out with the HD or heavy duty series of lift arms. And we have one model for the Newport Vessels motors so that it mounts like it should up against the shaft for the Newport Vessels motors, and we've got the Torqeedo model. You can see they vary a little bit at the base here, but the overall shape is pretty much the same. And that shape is what's key in this, plus the material it's made out of. So your standard Torqeedo and your standard Newport Vessels lift arms, they're made out of aluminum, and they're anodized aluminum, which is great. They're corrosion resistant, they're lightweight, they get the job done for the most part. The problem is they're made of aluminum, and when you get to your bigger motors, like your NK300, your Travel Ultralight, or your Ultralight 1103 motors, they're heavier. So when you go to lift them, if this motor is not straight, it actually pulls on the arm sideways, and as you can see, it actually destroys these arms. You can bend them back, but after you bend them and then bend them back to straight so many times, they will break and they will fail eventually. The Newport motors, you can see this arm is very straight, so the contact point would be back a little bit farther. The arm itself is very straight. So this one was the worst culprit for the bending, because the problem is when the motors turn sideways, if your connection point is still straight, it's going to pull this motor up sideways. So the purpose for this bend, which Torqeedo has in their OEM lift bar, is that it will actually pull the motor back straight as it lifts it up. So we've incorporated that bend in the Newport Vessels HD lift arm. That way it does pull the motor back straight. Plus, these are made of stainless steel. As of right now, as far as we know, we're the only ones making these of stainless steel. They are a little heavier. They still come in at less than a pound, but they're basically indestructible. You know, it fits with the OEM steering triangle, or as you can see, we have our bulletproof steering triangle on this NK300. Yes, I do have the NK300 sitting in a Torqeedo mount. We run both the Newport motors and the Torqeedo motors here at the shop. So just for simplicity, so we didn't have to switch everything around, you know, we've made it so that the Newport motors work in the Torqeedo mounts. But like I said, you know, this is a known issue with both Torqeedo and Newport motors, is this lift bar bending, the OEM one's bending. And we don't have that problem with the new stainless steel one. You don't have to make any modifications. You basically just pull one bolt out, put the new lift bar in, put the bolt back in, and you're ready to go. Everything hooks up exactly the same. You're not having to change a single thing. So I'll show you, give you a quick demonstration. You know, if your motor's sideways and say you're going up down a river or you're on a lake and you got a log coming up and you need to raise your motor so you don't break anything, you can really quickly raise it up. See how it pulls that motor straight? You don't have to worry about that motor coming up crooked. That way, once you go back down in the water and you get back on the throttle, you're going straight. Even if it does try and pull up sideways, say you've got your feet on the foot pegs and you're not really paying attention, and you go to raise this thing up and it's sideways and you pull up on it, you can see it's not bending. I can really yank on this thing and you're not bending this stainless steel lift bar. So that's really why we designed it, so you don't have any issues on the water with this thing bending and having to straighten it out, taking the chance of it breaking. it's not a huge investment, but the security that you have there and the insurance that you have of knowing that that thing is not going to break or bend is well worth the investment on this product. So just wanted to bring that to you today. They do work with OEM steering triangles and our bulletproof steering triangles. So go check them out on our website, and we'll see you on the next one.